What's up, guys? I got a little nugget for you. This has to do with our glorification, the rapture. I'm in Romans right here, Romans 11. I'm just going to read a couple of these verses to y'all. For if you were cut off from what is by nature a wild olive tree, and contrary to nature were grafted into a cultivated olive tree, how much more will these who are natural branches be grafted into their own olive tree? And then going into talking about Israel here. For I do not want you to be ignorant, brothers, of this mystery, so that you will not be wise in your own sight. A partial hardening has happened to Israel until the full number of the Gentiles has come in. Okay. A partial hardening has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles has come in. Let's go to Zechariah 12 real quick. The very bottom, I will pour on the house of David and on the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication, and they will look to me whom they pierced, and they shall mourn over him as one who wails over an only child. This could be the same event. So let me go back to Romans 11 here. This hardening will disappear when this spirit of grace and supplication is poured out. This all happens whenever the armies gather around Jerusalem. I'm going to make Jerusalem a cup of reeling for all the surrounding nations. It will also be against Judah in the siege against Jerusalem. And then on that day I will make Jerusalem a stone weight for all the peoples. All those lifting it up will be grievously hurt, and all the nations of the earth will assemble against it. On that day I will strike every horse with confusion, and the one riding it with madness. But over the house of Judah I will keep my eyes open, and I will strike every horse of the peoples with confusion. And the clans of Judah will say to themselves, the inhabitants of Jerusalem are a strength to us through Yahweh, their God. On that day, I will make the clans of Judah like a pan of fire among sticks of wood, and like a torch of fire among stalks of grain. They will devour to the right and to the left all the surrounding peoples, and Jerusalem will be inhabited again in its place in Jerusalem. So when this glorification event happens, the fullness of the Gentiles will be brought in. The hardening on Jerusalem, on the Jews, will end. The Lord is going to pour out a spirit of grace and supplication on them, and they will see the one that they pierced, and they will mourn over him as one wails over an only child. There's some deep stuff, guys. God bless you. I hope this enlightened you a little bit. I'm going to keep looking at this stuff, but see you guys soon. Bye.